My fault, pimp.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Faym Podcast. My cheese just fell off my desk. I'm Spaz, and I'm joined by Arth.
What's poppin'?
And the big fucking Miz. How you doing, Mizzy?
What's good, homie?
And, yeah.
Might.
Again, another episode without Lauf. We're very upset. Still just completely heartbroken.
Without who?
Oh shit.
Lauf's back!
Oh my god, it feels so good to be back, bro.
Fucking go.
Dude, we love to have you back, dude.
Yeah.
Great.
It's good. It's good.
Yo, they're
It's good.
secretly planning on kicking me out from fam because I wasn't active the one week I wasn't able to get on my PC.
So I think that this episode should be completely about what happened.
I mean, so I'm not gonna start with like Thursday night. I mean, I'll just say like over the course of a couple hours, I took like some ibuprofen, and like I was scared that it messed up my stomach, and so woke up. I went to sleep Friday morning.
Are you good
went
to
out
tell
with
how many you took?
12 to 16. I mean, I didn't really count. It wasn't crazy.
Nobody said bottoms up.
Woke up, went out with Shorty Friday night, had a blast. Peak of the week, right?
Oh yeah.
And fam recently had a terrible week that week. I was
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God.
we're about to turn this around. We're gonna have a wonderful week.
I got a strike. Mizzy's car just broke, and fucking Lauf was just.
What was it that happened with me that week? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
nobody was having fun. Arth was fine.
Yeah.
Arth was fine. Arth had a regular
He was
old
just
fucking
doing
week.
schoolwork. I mean, that's
Well,
all he
we were
does.
all we were
That's all
all
I
fucking
did.
in pain, but we're dying slowly. But yeah.
And so I woke up Saturday morning, like it felt like my stomach was eating itself. And I'm a big guy. That's not a good feeling to know. And like I had completely lost my appetite. I hadn't eaten anything in like 2 days. So I told my mom, like, look, we got to go to the ER tomorrow. So got to the ER, normal. They were just like, oh, you have a UTI. I'm like, I know I don't have a UTI. My stomach, I've been
What's a
peeing
UTI?
fine. Urinary tract infection.
Urinary tract infection.
Okay.
And it's like really hard for guys to get them. It's like really kind of a female only type beat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told her, I'm like, look, just to make sure, because I know it's not a UTI, I just want to make sure that I'm medically clear. I took, a decent amount of ibuprofen. And then she asked me, how I suffered from depression in the past. I was like, yeah, I went through my tough times. And she like freaked out, like completely just, we got to tell your mom. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I'd prefer not, but we can.
Yeah.
And then they started wheeling me off to like another section. Like they were just like, yeah, we got to draw blood. And then just started wheeling me off to another session. So like, that was scary. It was one of those moments where your heart's racing, like you don't know what's happening. I thought they were going to tell me that I'm going to die within the next 24 hours. And so they told me to change it to, the hospital gowns. And when I came out, my mom's crying on her seat, and she was just like, yeah. So apparently the doctors told her, I can't say the word, but I tried to alivant.
You tried to not live.
They
I tried to alive it.
They thought that he tried to kill himself, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They took it as a suicide attempt, which it wasn't.
That's not what it was. And so at that moment, when they labeled it as an attempt, I had already been like, I have no say so in that matter.
Yeah.
And so it's completely up to like the legal team. Like I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So they sent a psychiatrist to my room after me being there for like 30 something hours. And first off, hospital beds are terrible to sleep in. Especially if you're a stomach sleeper like me, bro. It sucked. And so after about 30 hours, they sent a psychiatrist in my room. I'm like, look, it wasn't even an attempt. I just like, other than the fact that I need some people to talk to sometimes, I'm fine. And she was like, I get that. You could definitely benefit from a therapist. I'm like, oh, that sounds perfect. She's like, I'm serving you as inpatient. And I'm like, what? She's like, you're being admitted. And so the next day at 10 a.m., I was in the back of an ambulance being transported to a psych ward.
Yeah, they had him chained down.
Yeah.
They had him in,
strapped
they had
down.
him
I
in
was strapped down.
shackles. Wait, really?
Yeah, they had me strapped down, like on like a gurney. They had me like strapped down.
You're
for
lying.
security. No,
Like in an actual I thought they just take you in like a car, like drive you over there.
no, it was in an ambulance. They transported me in an ambulance.
They had him in
In,
in
the wheelie gurney that they push.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
that's
had me
fucking
strapped down
terrible.
Yeah.
That, oh my god.
He was walking around like a villager going, "Her, her." Somebody would go to make a gesture and he go.
And okay, hold on. I don't want that to be taken. So you said that like obviously you need someone to talk to every now and again, and that's not him saying that we don't talk about shit. That's just it's just there's some shit. Yeah, there's some shit. Yeah, I know. I didn't. It's kind of like without context. It kind of sounded like we would just like fuck off.
No, I love y'all. I'll tell y'all pretty much
yeah.
everything. But there's just some stuff that I
Oh yeah,
can't
there's
say.
some shit you can't.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And so I'm being transported, talking to like the little ER dude. That's not ER dude, but the little ambulam dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like this little Indian kid, and he's like, "So what kind of music do you like?" Dude, I'm strapped in the back of an ambulance. Do you think I want to talk about music? And I get there, and they're like, he's trying to be super nice, and I feel bad, like, because it's not his fault.
No.
But I get there, I tell doctor, I'm like, dude, I shouldn't even be here. Like,
They probably hear that from even the crazy motherfuckers, though. You know what I mean?
True. I get that. But I was like, look, here's my situation. I have no reason to lie to you, you know? And so I told him what happened, and he was like, okay. So since I had already been in the building, I had to be there for 3 days. It's like not state law, but it's like something that you have to do once you go in there.
Like that's like the legal requirement of minimum time served when you're admitted. You have to.
Yeah. So I was in a waiting room for like 2.5 hours, like just with a blanket because I'm still in my hospital gown, haven't got my clothes back. Sipping water out of a tiny little cup, having to get up and go refill it from the little convenience stations, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna take you up. I'm like, okay. So I get in the elevator, go up, whatever. They show me my room, and like from the looks of the room wasn't bad. It literally just looks like a mini hotel, just without the TV. Like, I'm kind of vibing with this. This isn't gonna be completely terrible. I look at the bathroom, prison toilet seat, like a 2 foot by 2 foot like shower, and I just wanted to cry. It was so bad. There's no toilet seat. Like there was barely any toilet paper.
Oh, what kind of toilet paper they have, bro? They had the airplane shit.
Soft.
You're
they
lying.
Had Ultra Soft. Nah, bro, they keeping me straight up in there.
Right
when the housekeeping lady came in too, and she was like, so she walked in as soon as like they had just left and dropped me off in my room.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, oh, you keep this place tidy. I'm like, I just got here. And she's like, oh. And she's like, well, you're a big boy. You're going to need an extra roll of toilet paper. And so she gives me an extra roll of toilet paper.
Nice. Mizzy just came back with food and he's happy.
Nice.
Yeah, we were talking about the part when Lauf got beat up and joined a gang, and you came back just laughing at it, dude. Like, there's something wrong with you, man.
Oh, you in the gang? Wait. Say the thing. On BD ramming rod?
Fuck you.
No, lamb rod.
Lamp rod.
So are you like supposed to be in your, like, I'm assuming at night you have to be in your room, but like during the day, are you allowed to just do whatever?
So no.
And then you have like your activity, like
stuff. It's kind of like school, like how 10 o'clock you got to go to math class, 2 o'clock you got to go to whatever, right? So it's like that, but there's different like community groups that you got to go to in this thing. So I mean, I hate to say it like this, but I'm sitting in here with a whole bunch of like crazy people. Like so like it was dinner time before I got my clothes back and I was able to go like leave my thing. And I sit down and he was just like, well, make yourself at home.
There's a kid running with a fucking like running back and like running into the wall in the back. He's got a straight jacket, just headbutting the fucking door.
He
Again,
walks over
I'm
to
still
Loft, goes to his
surprised.
ear, and goes blick blick blick.
It's me in disguise, dude. I came to break you out. This whole scheme, we like sneak out in
And I
like the
will never
laundry
know
bin.
because I've never seen your face.
We got to talk about that too. I want to talk about that. Look at
and
that.
so I sit down at the very end of the table, like by myself.
Mm.
And this one girl, so they let me wear my Suicide Boys t-shirt. Don't know how. Like that's probably like the number one no-no in the psych ward. I mean, you know, I'm just chilling. I look to my left. You got a girl. Like, calm down.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We
Gotta-
can't do that.
Dude, I gotta
playing the violin.
I gotta blur that. I don't care. I have to blur that now.
You got
dude.
people rocking back and forth.
Okay, dude. All right, bro. All right. So you had your little
But yeah.
Suicide Boys t-shirt.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. What'd you eat there?
Hold on.
I didn't eat. Like I ate maybe like.
What did they
3
have
times over
for
there.
food though?
It was terrible.
Like
Like worse
Like-
than like school food?
Michelle Obama school
Oh.
food takeover table.
Like Michelle Obama took all the money from this place, and that's her leftovers from the school.
yo, school
Like,
lunches
we
used
had
to hit
spaghetti.
different until Michelle Obama stepped in. Stupid.
Okay, we can't. Can we put that in? I'm
No.
not even sure.
No.
All right,
But-
continue with what you were saying.
So this one chick points at me. She's like, "I know you're gonna be chilling cool just because of your shirt that you got on." I'm like, "Yeah, you know, like I shouldn't even be in here." And so I was talking to them. They were really chill, and you know that's really it. Like that's really crazy. Like, well, I want to get to like some of the crazy stuff that happened.
But what did they end up like telling you?
They ended up telling me, "Yeah, we'll set you up with a therapist," and they just let me go. And everybody in there was pressed because I left before. Like they all got there before me, and I left before all of them.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And I told her, I'm like, "Look, I'm not stupid."
Fuck. But what? Hold on. What were some of like the like run through the schedule of like over the
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
days? Like what was your schedule for the day?
Schedule. You wake up at 8:00.
Have to.
Have to. They come and get you out of bed if you don't.
Oh. Okay.
And so you're up at 8:00. You got to go get your vitals taken. You know, your blood pressure. You know, your
Every
pulse,
day?
Every day.
Holy shit.
And so they take that. You get your medication. You
Which did you have
grab
any?
your stuff to eat. Yeah, I did because of my
Okay.
stomach, and then they put me on
Oh, yeah.
antidepressants
Oh, okay.
as like a test.
Mm,
And
yeah,
I told the doctor, I'm like, I'm not depressed, so I wouldn't know if these are working.
I feel it.
And so you get your breakfast. You eat your breakfast for like 30 minutes, an hour, and then you do your first group, second group, third group, lunch.
What were the
Fourth group.
groups? Like, what were the groups?
I don't even.
And how
remember the
long were
name
they?
of it.
Like,
It's
how-
different.
how were they, like-
an hour and a half each?
That's torture.
Oh, so like an actual
Yeah.
school.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
torture.
And it's like therapy groups. And
What
like,
were the
okay,
groups? What were the
guys.
what were like some of the groups? Like so
Well, there
obviously there was like a
was-
talking group.
There was like a therapy group, like group
Uh-huh.
therapy.
Uh-huh.
There, conversion center. Nah. They just take you to the shower and beat you relentlessly until you comply. But
Lauf walks out that bitch. I don't like mans no more.
Spaz's brother is still on the table.
You can't beat that out of me.
Can't beat the spaz out of me.
Okay. Relax.
But yeah, and then you know it's just those little group things. There's like a therapy group. There's like this adjunctive therapy, which is, you know, I showed you like the little. Hold on, let me show you again. So they made us like paint with watercolors, right? And this is a little bit that I call darkness. This is what my famous painting was called. And
It's called darkness. And
it's called darkness, and it
Laugh.
laugh. Yeah, it
It's
says
just
laugh on it, and it's just black.
It's just a black picture with
Talk.
with darker
And-
words that say
And
laugh.
like I told her, I'm like, look, this piece is called Darkness, and it's really sentimental to me. She goes, oh, why is that? So like on the spot, you know, I'm very sarcastic. I can come up with anything. I'm like, well, sometimes I laugh to keep the darkness out of me.
Okay.
And she's like, thank you, Cody. That is really like inspirational.
Inspirational.
And I was like, I saw potential in everyone. And then
Oh my god!
and then right as that happens, bro, there's just like he obviously like had some sort of problem. And I hate to make fun of this. There's this dude. I'm not gonna drop his name because that's like wrong. But there's this dude. He obviously like had a whole bunch of mental problems. Like he was slow. I'm just gonna say slow. And right as soon as like we're all laughing because I said in darkness, you can only use markers in there, right? Because they don't want you like hurting yourself. He had like a big like thing of 2 of the markers stacked together, and he just goes, "Ay-ya!" and karate.
Karate.
And I was laughing so hard.
Oh my god.
It was the noise too. He says it. Oh, and then I was talking to him at dinner, right? Just because, I find this
Karate
funny.
Kid.
Yeah, Karate Kid. That's what we'll call him, the Karate Kid. So I was talking to Karate Kid at dinner, and he's just like, because I find this funny. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm gonna be in here, I'm gonna like entertain everything I can. And I was talking to him. I'm like, "So why are you in here?" He's like, "I'm a hired assassin here in Eliminate."
Oh fuck.
I'm like,
No.
"Oh," I was like, "Oh, who's your target?" He was like, "They have already left. My masters are gonna kill me." And I'm like, "What?"
Hey, yo.
He was like, "The masters have killed my parents, and I have breeded with each of the masters 6 children each."
What if
Become the
like
master.
that's real and like we all
Yeah.
think he's crazy? Like he needs to get out of like this underground assassin sex ring. And we calling him. We're over here calling him slow. He's like fighting to keep the Earth's like balance.
Dude's rocking the biggest horse dong by breeding with all 6 of those kids. Oh,
No, they're
kids!
they're
Adults!
Masters. So
Adults!
that's a big fuck up.
Kids. Mini lad!
Boom. So continue on with what we were saying. I guess after Karate Kid, we're gonna probably have to edit some shit and put some shit where other shit is because I accidentally stopped the recording like a fucking dipshit. But what do you do?
I mean, so one time during quiet time, right? Quiet times when you got to go to your room. It's basically you got to stay in your room till night crew can come in, right? And like monitor you and stuff.
Yeah.
So one time during quiet time, I heard this little bang up against my wall
Like in your room or like on the other side of it?
on the other side.
And are these
You
like
know,
are these
I-
like cement walls, like the big brick wall things?
No, it's like regular walls.
Like
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like I heard a big bang. Anyways, I asked the girl who like rooms next to me, after night crew came in, I'm like, "What happened?" She's like, "Oh, I was throwing a marker up in the air and just ran into the wall."
Wait, what?
She's like, "Yeah, I was just tossing a marker up and down and like I ran into the wall."
Who said that? Your neighbor?
No, basically my neighbor at the place, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And then last night I went to go to sleep, right? I had my arm up under my pillow because I sleep like that. And I go to move my arm on top of the pillow so I can lay like that. And I hit my bed frame with my elbow. And like all you heard across the whole hallway is boom.
They thought one of the motherfuckers off themselves in the room.
And old shorty that was in the room to the left of me, really chill, loved her, she's amazing. She was like one of the people that was like in the room, like in the same place for almost the exact same reason.
Was she bad?
And she was cool. I mean,
Damn. She ain't getting no love. Was she bad? She was cool.
I'm in a place for psychos. You expect me to judge what they look like?
Was she bad? Some of them crazy bitches be bad as fuck.
And I asked the girl to the left of me, I'm like, "Did you hear that?" She was like, "I thought somebody like jumped." And I'm like, "I just hit my elbow on the bed frame."
She thought someone jumped.
So what? So
Like-
like, hold on, because I was imagining this as like an actual like, damn near a prison. Like you had like, You had like
It's pretty much
hard doors with like glass on it. And I'm thinking like, you know, in the basement of like your school, how they used to have those big white blocks.
Your school had a basement?
Yeah.
Spaz, what school did you go to?
Did your school not have a basement? Or like
I don't. Oh, I think I'm not even sure.
No.
we used to
Schools have
eat in the basement. Like we used to have our cafeteria in the basement. What is
I
that?
don't think
You were
you're going to
abducted.
school.
That's
I
not
don't
a
think that
school,
was
that's an abduction.
No, like you come in and there's like stairs that go up and then there's the stairs that go down. The stairs that go down to the cafeteria and like some classrooms are down there. It's like a,
Well, that's not.
it's like a whole thing. What the fuck? Fuck you guys.
Spaz was abducted when he was like 7 at school. Got it. He was inside the bear and he was stolen by his mom at the early age of 3.
In
She then chopped
reality,
all
I'm just like
craftsmen.
I'm just like a shaven bear.
Is that why your mom's always so angry at you?
All right.
I'm gonna scan that motherfucker
Hold
one
on.
time.
So just for me though, explain the room, like, cause I'm imagining like a big fucking like.
I told you, just literally, it's like a hotel room, but without like the nice stuff in it.
So it's like
Yeah.
regular fucking like walls, like.
Yeah, a regular bed with bed frame, and then like a little side table and a desk.
And there's nothing there. So
There's
like,
literally
for you to
nothing
harm
there
yourself.
though.
You can't do like even the
Let me-
door handle.
Yeah, no. So the door handles are like it's curved and it's like attached to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't even grab it and do it like that. You have to use your fingers and push it. And
You can't do
well,
nothing
that was
with that
terrible
one.
because that's like what you do with regular doorknobs. You use your fingers and push it. Anyway, there's sensors at the top of your doors. So like I almost set one off one time because you know I'm a big guy. The door's only like up to here to me, and I went to stretch and my arm almost hit the sensor. And it sets off like this loud fire alarm type thing, and you got like 8 nurses come running into your room.
Cause I think you're trying to like get out.
No, because they think that you're like trying to like I don't know, like hurt yourself from the top of the door type beat.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you can tie like your sheets and stuff to the top of the door. And...
Oh, gotcha. So it's just like if anything passes it, they're like,
Oh, you're
okay.
telling me
They're just like, there's no
that door right there.
Can make some life changing results.
but
Let's do it.
So then, I mean, you probably met a couple people you could talk shit with, right? Like, they
Yeah,
probably
so
weren't.
once
They
you
weren't
knew
all
who you
crazy
were-
people. How
Yeah,
that?
no, there was about
work?
2 people in there that was like,
It was like,
Cool.
alright, it was just cool. Yeah.
I mean, well, there was 3, but the first girl left like the second day.
Mm.
And you know, like I said, really sweet like girl that was in there for the same thing. My other like roommate, not a roommate, but like
Neighbor.
neighbor,
Cross, yeah.
basically. Yeah. She was really cool. And this dude, the dude was like funny. He knew who you were. He didn't know who I was, of course. I cried. No, I'm playing.
I love that. That's so fucking weird.
I
that
immediately
works.
set off my door alarm.
I didn't mean to.
As I'm hanging.
Okay.
Hanging out with people. God.
Yeah, that crazy non
Door handle.
Okay, shut the fuck
No.
up.
and the bitch beside the room.
So how do you get to your like where? So explain like the layout. So it's like downstairs is like
Oh.
the reception area. If I can get checked in or checked out, I bet there's doors that have to be unlocked from the room.
Yes, so everything has to be accessed with a key card.
Yep.
And you had to put in numbers.
Okay. So then you go
It's like
in through this
big-
reception. What's right outside of the reception? Is it like cafeteria and like hangout area, or is it like?
so reception desk. You walk like to the side of it. You got elevators.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You get on the elevators and go up to our floor.
Which
'Cause
is
there's an adult unit. There's adult units down at the bottom, and then there's adolescents.
okay.
Up at the top,
Okay. So you guys have a whole floor, one floor.
Yeah. one floor.
Okay. So then you,
And so
as soon as you get out of the
Get on
elevator,
the
where are you?
elevator, You got these doors. You open the doors, and that's our hall. You got A side hallway, then you got B side hallway, and then like the nurse.
Wait.
station.
So elevator opens. You have a long hallway.
Yeah.
And are these doors going down that are people's rooms?
So yeah, you got like Holdment rooms, like the padded rooms. That,
Oh,
like,
for
they
people
throw
that like act up
really
and shit.
For the
Yeah.
crazy motherfuckers, yo.
On the
Yeah.
left, you got like the actual rooms. You go down about 8 rooms. You got the day room, which is like where you eat. You know, you do your groups, whatever is in the day room, and then you got more rooms going down there for like people.
So it's literally a long ass hallway. It's all one long hallway, but then there's one room that has like you do everything.
And then when you get like to the middle of all of it, so day room right here, right?
Yeah.
Across from that, there's like a little nurse station here. Like you get your
Gotcha.
medication and stuff from.
Gotcha.
And there's the other hallway on the other side.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right.
With like the doctor's office, so you can talk to
Yeah.
the psychiatrist
Yeah,
and then the therapist. and,
Crazy.
yeah,
I
all
thought
that.
it would be a lot more like prison-y. I mean, that's pretty prison-y, but
It sucks.
but
bro.
I didn't think it'd be like regular walls and shit like that. I thought it was literally gonna be like the cement fucking brick.
Nah, see, that's what I was scared of going in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
if they have me living in hell, I'm not gonna be able to stay.
It didn't seem. I mean, obviously it's probably boring as fuck, but it honestly could have been worse. It really could have.
It could have. When I was in the ambulance, dude was telling me, he's like, you know, you could have gone to a worse facility. He's like, you're probably going to the best one, like
Yeah.
around 4 hour radius.
Yeah.
And this is like 3 blocks away from my house.
Is it?
Yeah.
No way.
I can see my house from my window.
Oh,
That's
that
fucking
was-
torture. Oh
that's
my
depressing,
God.
dude.
That's fucked. He's like rubbing the window.
He's humping the ball.
Wait, oh yeah, so you probably had bars on your window, huh?
No.
They
it's
just were locked.
bulletproof glass, and it's
Oh.
like drilled in. Like there's no way you can get through there.
Is there any way to open it at all?
I love
Nope.
getting drilled.
Not at all. Not even like a
Nope.
tiny
This girl tried to
crack.
throw a chair through the
You
window.
want to
and
see
it
me put
exploded.
my foot
Oh
behind
my
my head?
god. No. Not really.
What do you say?
Nothing.
I feel like your chair's gonna go backwards. It
I
just
wouldn't.
slips out from under.
This
you.
chair's too small for me to try that.
You literally just look at Bryce. He goes, "Yeah, you want to see your foot behind your head?"
Okay, so then the day you got to come out, what was that? You knew you were leaving the day you got out, which was
No.
today. You got out today for people that he hasn't
Yeah.
been back. He's out today. First day out, you know. Real gangster shit.
I'm dropping later. Anyways, so they tell me, because like doctor told me, you know, you're either gonna be released today or tomorrow, and 90% of the time that's gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because like he never tells people their accurate dates.
Yeah.
Because I had a family meeting like on phone call. You know, both my parents, therapist, dude.
I thought you were
today
gonna
at
say
1.
on phone him. Sorry. we had a family phone call on phone him. All right, my bad. So you just woke up. You just woke up, and you were like, and they're like, "Yeah, you're leaving today."
No, they didn't even tell me I was leaving until like an hour before.
Oh,
They're just like, yeah, you got to go to your family meeting. Went to my family meeting. They're like, yeah, you have like no reason to be in here. You can like leave when your mom gets
so
here.
your parents aren't like thinking you're like losing it, right? Like they know that it wasn't like.
They always think I'm losing it.
Oh, fair enough.
But nah, I mean, they know it's okay. Like I told them, I'm like, I shouldn't be in there.
Yeah.
But all right, now I get to get to some of the crazy stuff that happened.
Yeah.
This is whew, this is the funny part. So same Karate Kid, right? Stacks up his markers in the middle of the group, like leans them on the chair because you know you got like little sofa chairs, whatever, and he like lines them up on his chair. He goes, "Want to see me do a kick?" I'm like, "What?" And like, he was like, "A kick," and I'm like, "Sure." And so he raises his leg. I swear it went over top of his head and just kicks these markers. And he goes, "My masters will be happy with my training."
Oh, dude.
And then I got in trouble.
You
I
got to
got
keep in contact with that kid. We got to get him on the podcast.
No. We'll be drafted right then and there. People are going to come flying through our windows and steal us.
We're going to be forced to make love to the masters.
6 children.
No, stop.
Okay.
That's what he said.
The
He said he had
masters?
6 children. Yeah, he said he had 6 children with each of his masters.
That's fucking
He's
weird.
like, I have over 500 kids.
Oh, I don't. That math
We were
doesn't
like,
check
yeah.
out.
And we were like, "Oh, do you pay child support?" He said, "No, I'm just long donging it around here." And then
Fucking tough cunt.
during quiet time, I heard more banging and stuff coming from the other side, and so I asked her again. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, well, I was sliding across the floor for a while on my back, and then I was like, can you show me?" And then so she lays down in the middle of the day room and just starts like sliding on her back like that. And I'm like, "Oh," and she's like, "Then I started rearranging the chairs." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, I flipped over the chair a couple times and was just trying to see how it would look." And I'm like, "That's interesting. You're definitely an interesting person."
Now I
wish
gotta
could lock my
fucking
door.
go.
I wish I could lock my door.
Wait, so you can just leave your room whenever at night?
I mean, I could, but like 8 nurses would come tackle me and like throw me back in my room.
Damn.
Do they have people like watching outside the hallway or something?
Yeah, they have to come in your room and check on you every 15 minutes.
Wow.
That's
So
the most attention I've ever gotten.
did you masturbate in there?
No.
That would have been
I gotta chill
that would have
right
been
now.
kind of fun to try to like beat the clock.
I will scream for the nurses. I'm going as fast as I can. No, because there was cameras in your room.
Dude,
The-
it's a
the
free
only
show.
The only place that you like had privacy in the entire thing was your bathroom.
Bathroom, yeah.
Which the bathroom is tiny. Tiny.
I
Like,
would
talking
have
about
been just staring
on
at
a
the
prison toilet. You want to do that on a prison toilet?
I'm saying I'll be staring up at the camera, just beating it butt ass naked. Well, I mean, what would they really do?
They would come like force your clothes on you and hold you down and make you go to sleep. Yeah, they'd give you medicine and like
Oh, never mind.
yeah.
I think I'll just go to bed.
And I remember we came back from gym and it was shower time.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, I get to take a shower. That's fine." I'm sitting here fiddling with the knob. It's not working. So I'll go get one of the nurses. I'm like, "I think my shower's broken." He's like, "Are you pressing the button?" I'm like, "What button?" There's a button that you have to press every 15 to 20 seconds to keep your water on so you can't drown. So like,
Wow.
you lather yourself up, you press it, you get like this half of your body done, you got to press it again. If you press it too early, it stops the water.
What?
Yeah. And the shower's tiny. Like I'm talking about it was small for the small girls.
Damn.
So I'm standing basically in my bathroom getting my hair wet in the shower, but only my head's in the shower.
Damn.
Like that's how small it was.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then the last night that I was there during quiet time, that girl that's to the right of me pulled down her blinds and was like talking to like the camera or whatever in her room.
What?
And like dude came in, he's like, "Yo, are you okay? Like, where are you talking?" She's like, "Shut up, I don't want to talk to you, hobbit," because like he's like really small. And
Wait, so she was just talking to her camera one day,
yeah,
and the guy came in and she like got pissed at him.
yeah.
That's kind of
And then so he went and told the nurses go to give her like a pill, right,
Yeah.
to calm her down.
Yeah.
And then the nurses, she refused to take the pill. So the nurses walked out the room and went and got like a syringe or whatever and like had to hold her down and inject it into her. Yeah. I told my I got
scary.
like 2 phone calls while I was there, and one was my 24-hour phone call, like after I've been there for 24 hours. I told my mom, like, "Look, this is straight out of a movie, folk." I said that straight to her. I said, "This is straight out of a movie, folk. Like, this is scary." I'm like, "This is the type of stuff they make movies out of."
I told this, yeah, they like, because in reality, you were gone for 3 days.
No,
And-
I've been gone since Sunday morning,
So 4 or 5 days. You've been gone for 4 or 5
almost
days.
a week.
Almost
Yeah,
a week.
almost a week.
This Saturday, or no, yeah, today's
I think after like the second day, I told Mizzy, I'm like, we gotta break him out. We gotta find him.
Oh,
we
yeah.
gotta break him out.
I was thinking about it, bro.
Oh, the
I'd be
original
lying
plan
if I
was
said
the-
I wasn't.
The original plan was to blindfold you and tell you we're going to Minnesota, but actually going to Alaska.
No,
And
what
then-
the fuck is wrong with
What the hell, man?
you? You weren't supposed to tell him that, you fucking dick.
No.
Oh,
Oh my god, bro! In the last podcast, we were like, it would have been a funny ass prank, right? Lauf, no, listen, really, listen. Tell me this wouldn't have been fucking hilarious. Picture this: we're planning like a fam meetup trip. We hang out, right? We say we're going to Minnesota, but we actually take you to Alaska, and you have no idea. And in Alaska, but in Alaska, it'll be darkness for like days and weeks straight. So imagine taking you to Alaska thinking
I didn't say that part.
Imagine taking you to Alaska thinking you're in Minnesota and it's just dark for days and nobody addresses it.
White people in Alaska.
Realistically, we still could have done it, but
why did you say that?
Because you were telling people in the Discord last night.
I know, but it would have been funny.
I just assumed.
Fuck it, whatever.
You know.
All right, well, Lauf, if we ever say we're going to Minnesota, we're going to Minnesota, not Alaska. We promise.
I just get hit in the back of the head now.
Just wait till he finds out what we mean by we're taking him to Arizona.
What?
You guys are supposed to go along with it.
Funny. I thought that was like a thing that we.
No,
We
take him to Arizona and he freaks the fuck out because we're not in Arizona. We're worse.
Mexico.
Okay.
we take him to Mexico and then we forced him to join the cartel for a video.
You just take me to Africa.
Okay. Also,
me
big news. Also, very, very big news. A lot has happened today.
Yeah, Mizzy's high.
Big thing. The fam now knows what the big spaz looks like.
So okay, let me give context.
I ain't even gonna lie, homie's cute as fuck.
So let me give context. I got out. I came home. My phone's plugged up because my mom plugged up my phone for me when she came back. And the first person I called was Spaz. I call him. I'm like, I'm out, folk. First day out. And
I start screaming.
I'm like,
hey!
he goes, FaceTime me, and then presses the little FaceTime button. And he doesn't have, no, he was like, add Mizzy to this. No, I saw your face before that. And like, we start freaking out. Like, me and Spaz are just like yelling at each other, going closer to our phones.
But
like,
in reality, I like kind of like didn't care. Like, I mean, I'm very, very serious about like my personal shit. But like, when I found out he was home, I'm like, FaceTime me, boy, and I just was in the phone. I'm like, first day out, day for you real, and then I called him the N-word, and it was fucking great.
Okay.
We're looking at each other, and then like me and Spaz,
we're like, yeah.
At each other back and forth.
And I'm like, add Mizzy.
So we add Mizzy, and then Mizzy goes, hey, yo!
But that wasn't the first time Mizzy saw me. Mizzy had saw me this afternoon, or like early this afternoon.
Yeah.
I didn't even mean to. I didn't even mean to.
He was like, I was gonna show you like on this FaceTime anyway. So you said something like that. He's bending down and when he bends down, because
I'm comfortable with Mizzy. Like I'll when I call Mizzy, I'll have my shit off and like because you gotta let the face breathe. The mask. And so like I'll have it sometimes of just like my forehead up, and he'll see that. So one day I tried to keep it at my forehead level, and I just bent down, but I'm not gyroscopic, so my phone bent down with me. So I'm just looking dead at him while I go to pick up this fucking bottle. And he swear to God, he just goes, hey. I'm like, did you just see my face? He goes, yeah. I'm like, what do you think? He's like, I'd fuck. And then Arth
expect you to look like that though.
Arth
like,
kind of. I don't even know if Arth actually did. Arth saw like my eyes up when I called him after you got. I FaceTimed him after you called me and hung up. And I was like, Arth, get on fucking Lauf's back. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, nice. But I had my phone eyes up. And that was the first time he's ever seen that, which I totally didn't realize. And then Arth just goes, answers when he goes, what? Whoa! Because he was like taking a nap. He goes, whoa! I'm like, oh, yeah, get on. He's like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, I told him Lost back, and he's like, oh, excited. He's like, oh yeah, that's awesome. And he like turns his phone again. He's like, oh my god.
I was taking a nap. I was taking a fucking nap.
So then I go to hang up. I don't even know if you saw this. Before I go to hang up, I put the whole phone in my face and I go,
yeah.
and then I just hung up on him. I'm like, fuck. And then the first thing I did, which looking back on, I'm like, I mean, fucking stupid. I text the group chat with y'all because I was going through it. I was like, why did I just do that? You know, I totally fucking love y'all, but you know, it's still me. I have that paranoia.
Yeah.
Shit. I freaked out. I'm like, why did I do that? I was so stupid. The first thing I said is, I text him. I said, hope it goes without saying, y'all ever show a motherfucker what I look like or even tell people what I look like, I will viciously and violently fucking eradicate your life form from existing.
Explain them the conversation after that. Just keep reading the text.
Yeah, just keep reading them.
My phone's probably gonna die. Lamau, I don't think you have to worry about that. Can I say I saw you? You finna tell me this after I came out of psych ward? We understand the weight of the mask. Motherfucker, if they ask you a buff-ass black man, I'm gonna just start sending pictures of Stone Cold Steve Austin to motherfuckers if they ask. Oh, bro. Wait, has Arth seen your sexy ass? Your Arth goes, yes, sir. Homie finna make me act up.
Read the last little bit.
Keep going.
Oh, I don't even think Oh, yeah. And then Lauf goes, I'm finna say I've never seen your face before. Yeah, Spaz was wearing a mask when we met up. Yeah, he had it on the entire time. Motherfucker, this is weird. He never took the mask off. Yeah, we went skinny dipping in the lake, and Spaz still had the ski mask on.
Keep going.
I didn't see this. We had aggressive gay sex with his brother, and he watched with the mask on. Lob's dad was in the corner beating his shit to the massive ski mask orgy. Oh my God. And then the last message Mizzy sends, wow, we're recording the podcast. Literally 10 minutes ago is, I'm so high.
Read what I said.
Scuffed cunts. Y'all are scuffed cunts. Holy
Stone
fuck.
Cold Steve Austin killed me, bro.
No.
Dude, and that's like the first name I.
No, I'm not reading that shit about. Nah, I'm not saying that because people don't know about that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
They don't?
Mm.
They do.
Not my, huh?
I swear you put a snippet on Twitter.
I did, but that was before I blew up. That was before I blew up.
I feel like an OG now. All those kids saying that, yeah, I've been here since 20K.
Yeah, Lofts on my hair.
Yeah.
I posted a hair review. Oh, yeah, now you saw the fucking face. So how does it feel? Honestly, like dead ass, like dead fucking serious. You guys are the only 3 people that have ever seen my face.
I'm glad that you trust us.
on the internet.
And
I've
I'm
had-
glad
How
that
you genuinely feel?
Huh?
You want to know how I genuinely feel about that?
How?
I just came out of a psych ward.
No, I feel good because that means that obviously I'm doing something.
Never
right?
done that. Like even when I had I made Facebook pages when I was growing up when I was younger. Never posted on them. Like never posted pictures on them. Never. Instagrams, never. Twitter, never. No, I just use the basic PFP, or I'd put some cringy ass boss photo. Yeah, never my face.
You don't even have a family Facebook.
Cringy ass
or nothing,
boss
like
photo,
only your
you mean,
family.
like-
No.
Nope.
Really?
No.
Not even in your mom's Facebook. or
Because
anything.
we found your
No.
Facebook that one time, but it didn't have a picture or nothing.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it really didn't have. Yeah, I had nothing on it.
Yeah, you had
Just
nothing
stupid
on
shit.
it, but it was your real name.
Yeah. But fuck, what do you do? But yeah, ever since I've been on the internet, I've never willingly shown anyone that I don't know in real life my face. You guys are the first 3
Great.
people.
That's dope as fuck.
I feel honored.
Arth, you were the
I do.
last. Mizzy was the first. Loft took
I
the
would have been
L.
the first if I was.
If you were a little bit quicker. Nah, but dude, it was so fucking. You don't even know. I'm sitting here in the Discord, in my fucking Discord, just talking to people, and I just see my phone start lighting up. I'm like, oh, it's probably Mizzy calling me. And I see fucking your PFP that I have of you in the bathroom taking a selfie with your ass in the mirror, and like I don't see the name, I just see some ass on the bottom right of my phone, and I freak out because I'm like, it's either a shorty or this Lauf, because Lauf got that motherfucking meat wagon. You know
Hey,
so I see Lauf and I freak out. I'm like, oh my fucking god! I'm like, I get up. I'm like, I don't know. I just screamed, and then I answered the phone.
So different on the phone though.
What do you mean?
You sound nothing like you do IRL on the phone. Like regular phone call, FaceTime you sound the same, but regular phone call, I thought I called the wrong number for a second.
What do you mean?
Folk. Until you said folk, I knew it was you after you said folk.
Did I sound like? How do I sound?
You just sound like a lot, like your voice is a lot deeper.
Oh, like a black guy. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Is I sound like a black guy?
Yeah.
Hey, phone you at that jail cell phone. Phone him.
Drop the woo.
Drop the woo.
Lauf has no clue about that.
No.
Dude, I pissed off a bunch of gangsters.
They were playing Call of Duty, and like Chad, one of our buddies had fucking, what do you have? He had Woo in his clan tag, which is like Pop Smoke's fucking gang. Yeah. And these dudes joined the game, and they had GDK. One of them had BDK. Other one had 999. You know what I mean? So these GDK motherfuckers and GDs, they see Woo and they immediately like, drop the Woo, and they just start yelling at each other back and forth. What did y'all end up yelling at them?
Chav kept calling them hard R over and over. Nah, dude, because Chav started playing op music, bro.
Yeah, he started playing like GD and BD music, like music that people of that gang would not fucking like. I'm trying to explain it in a way that people that aren't in gangs know. Yeah, like Arth. Yeah. So like op music, when the ops, you know, what's an op, Arth? You know what an op is?
Police.
Nope. Well, you kinda.
Like snitches, like bad
the
people.
The ops are the opposition. It's like your enemies, your enemies type shit. So yeah, if you was a gangster, the police would be your ops. You know, they're the ops.
Oh, because when I think of ops, it's like cops, ops.
No,
you know?
It's just opposition. And so you know, you got motherfuckers you don't like, they go ops. There you go. After this, Arth joins a gang with just that information. He like, hey, the ops.
What? You're fucking 12, man. Man.
They don't talk like that in gangs. This isn't the Navy SEALs. I got you 12. This is the fucking army. They're fucking a bunch of fucking cholos and fucking angry black dudes. They're not talking about you 6 and shit. That was funny. Fuck, man. What y'all want to? Oh yeah, I showed you guys my face. Wow, I really used up a lot less time with that story than I thought I would.
I mean, because like Spaz always said that he was going to show us just randomly one day.
Yeah.
And I think you did kind of pick the best day for me, at least to show me.
Oh yeah.
You know, stakes were high, bro. We're already like, I called him regular phone. He's like FaceTime me, so I FaceTime and his face is just in the camera. Yeah. And like, so we're just yelling back and forth with each other. Like, it was just so awesome.
Yeah, man. I mean,
but I know, like, y'all are happy to have me back. I miss
Fuck
y'all
yeah, we
so
are.
much, bro.
Hell yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I miss y'all so much.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's
like,
weird.
because there was so much stuff I wanted to say.
I don't realize like even online how much we talk to each other until like one of y'all is gone, and it's like, oh my god. I'm like,
yeah, I mean, dying. And y'all been fine with me gone for like 2 days.
We was I ain't gonna lie, we was like, but we was bored. Like, I was like, motherfucker, we want Lauf back. You know what I mean? But we was still kind of like, we was recording shit, we was having fun. But it's like, then we'd kind of be like, Lauf's not here, and then we get sad. But yeah.
And then you had a resurrection to summon.
Now he's here.
Now he's here. Fucking W.
Now I'm here.
Yeah.
Get shipped off next weekend.
Okay.
Back cross country to feed little Kenyan children.
Fuck, bro.
All right, basically, big summary of this podcast: never go to a psych ward.
Don't
And
take a lot of
never eat
pills.
Never eat a burger with no honey mustard.
Eating a burger with no honey mustard.
I don't.
What
know.
did you just say? I heard hard R N-word.
What?
Hard.
Hearth. God, what we told you, bro. We already told you, man. We've bleeped out too many of these hard R's from you. And
Stop. He's gonna blow up about it. Stop.
Okay. Okay. We're
Well,
ending this.
no.
We're ending this. Right.
Creeper.
Don't you say it.
Oh man.
Brown.
Hold on, please. Hold on. Can somebody please make a texture pack where Arth is a creeper?
Okay, whoa. Yo, time out.
Please, dude. All right, I think we can.
Oh, and put Arth's face on the TNT.
All right. I think this is a good podcast, not just because it's a very happy podcast, but I think it was a good vibe. Arth, he's got to get a little bit more sleep and stop staying up at night talking to his little fucking e-girlfriend.
Ooh, thanks.
Little bitch.
Oh, you got the fatty.
Fuck, bro.
Shit,
Well,
shit.
Lauf, it's safe to say we've all missed you. Glad you're back.
We will
Hey,
miss
you
you.
gotta-
Why'd you make it
no,
sound like you
and
fucking
we
died?
all
thing that
missed.
killed me
We
the
missed
most-
you. Missed.
Oh, okay.
But like the thing that killed me the most is number one, I wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. Number two is like I left on a good note. Like, you know, me and
Yeah,
Smash
that was the biggest
all
thing
that
for me that like
bullshit.
sucked. Like it'd be different if it was like
Yeah.
you were down, you're like super upset, and then you got sent off. I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
But,
But
like,
it's
me
like
and Smash
he
were
went
laughing
off.
about,
Yeah,
you know, my
like
stomach hurting. You know, like it was just good. Like we were just having
yeah,
fun. And, I
and
was
like you
yeah, I'm
had
gonna
you
get
had
a
just
couple
got
hours
off like a
of
couple.
sleep.
You had just got off like a couple good days in a row, like some good days that
Yeah.
you had fun.
And then the world really said, you know, let's top last week, and then just made them go
send them to
as
prison.
hard. Dude, it's not far off, man. Them sandwiches are terrible.
Okay,
Go
bro.
meet-
Alright.
Go meet Leroy.
Yeah, but Lauf's planning to make a video talking about all of the stuff in detail. I mean, he probably couldn't say everything here, but so if you want to watch that, that'll probably be out sooner than later.
It'll be on his Patreon that you can subscribe to.
It'll be on his channel. With every podcast, we're all linked below. So give him a little look. Give me a little look.
Love you to everyone watching.
Yeah.
All
right,
just
well-
$1 a day, you can get Lauf out of a psych ward.
All right, bro. Lauf, you wanna lead it, big man?
I think I will.
All right.
Go, you.
There you go.
Oh.
He fucking ate it.